This video is brought to you by Miniature Market. Thousands of board games, miniatures, and paints, discount prices at miniaturemarket.com.
Hey everybody, it's your old pal Rob. Well, GenCon is coming and it'll be here, well, in less than a week. And I decided to go through just a couple of games that are coming out of GenCon that I think will be very, very interesting. These are the ones that I really picked out. The list is really short this year, and that's because of what's going on and everything like that. There's only 184 games that were put up on Board Game Geek, so that's not a lot. We're not going to have a lot of vendors, but if you're going to Gen Con, these are the things that I got out of it that I really think that are going to stand out. Black Rose War Inferno. It should be there, and these games that I'm looking forward to are games that I feel are going to be at the convention for you to pick up. Aliens, Fate of Nostromo. That really looks good. I'm kind of on the fence with it. I just hope that it'll live up to everything that it should be. Camel Cup, which is a game that is loved here by the family. Camel Cup off season looks really like something really different. So I'm really looking forward to seeing that. I know it's outside of what we normally cover here, but you know, back in the day, that's all we did was play all kinds of board games on the out in the kitchen back when we first started this up. Dune Conquest and Diplomacy. Now this is supposed to be a remake of the original Avalon Hill game. This is a game that really has my interest, and I'm really curious to see how this comes out all updated. Also, there is the Dragon Prince. This really looks fascinating to me. A game that really looks beautiful, looks fun, and something that just really stood out as far as games are, you know, as far as a beautiful board game is concerned, with a good theme. I hope it's as good as it seems. You knew this was going to be on this list. Ghost of Saltmarsh. I'm hoping they have it there. That game should be glorious. It is an expansion for all the D&D box games. I love those games. Those games are always going to stay in my collection, and adding this expansion that can be used with any of them really fascinates me on what they're doing here and how that's going to work out. But the game that really caught my eye, and I'm really hoping to get my hands on somehow, some way, and that's 303 Squadron. This game really looks fantastic. It's played on a board. It is an air combat game set in the World War II era. There are a ton of expansions that are supposed to come out with it, and this is just something that really stands out and could be the highlight of the show for me, depending on how it comes out. And the more I learn about it, I really think that this is a strong showing. Now there are games that I didn't mention that are on the list, but they're going to be demoed there, and I always like to talk about games that are actually physically going to be there. Some of these are up in the air, and some of these they don't expect till the end of the year, and with everything going on, who knows when the games are going to come in. One game for me, and I want to put these on the list with the caveat of knowing, hey, we don't know if this is going to come out or not. Windward. Windward looks really interesting. You're going to play as a sky captain fighting Leviathan, which to me looks pretty cool if you ask me. Horrified. American Monsters isn't due out till late October, may be longer than that. Horrified was a great game. I loved painting up those universal monsters, but these are American monsters, you know, like Bigfoot and things like that. I mean, how cool is that, you know? So I look forward to that and painting it, of course, providing I can with my arm. The game that I'm not too sure that will be there or not be there is Return to the Dark Tower. Now this really looks like they did a fantastic job with this. We'll have to see if this ends up there or it's just being demoed there. Hopefully we'll get to hear and find out. I've got a few people that are going there that are going to check in with me, and we'll try to update you as we can, as this is probably one of the first Gen Cons I'm missing. And the final one that I'm really interested in is One Deck Galaxy, not Dungeon, Galaxy. That really it looks fascinating to me. Now there are going to be a bunch of smaller independent dealers there, as well as some really great dealers there. We're going to talk about that in another video as we talk about, but I wanted to pick out some games. I know that Epic, everything Epic Games is going to be there. They're going to have some stuff. They're going to have Secrets of the Lost Station. They're going to have a bunch of stuff that you're going to want to check out. Make sure you check them out. And of course Chip Theory Games and so forth and so on. But we're going to talk more about those companies and everybody in a separate video about Gen Con and what to expect in this very unusual year. So until next time, it's your old pal Rob. And yes, I know the things weren't in order as they went up there, but I just kind of threw them up there just so you can see some covers. And that's what we do, you know. If you want to see any of these games that I mentioned on this list, go over to Board Game Geek and check out the Gen Con 2021 list. They will tell you, they will show you all 184 games. There may be some things on there that will interest you that, of course, aren't interesting to me. So I really advise you to go over there and check out their list. Again, till next time, it's your old pal Rob.